in the quiet suburbs of Indianapolis. A typical Tuesday morning was about to turn into a fight for survival. For one woman, her home, the place she felt safest, was about to become a battleground. It all started with a simple knock on the door. She wasn't expecting anyone, so a flicker of caution sparked within her. Peeking through the window, she saw a man she didn't recognize. He claimed to be from a utility company, but his story didn't add up. The logos on his uniform looked wrong, and his demeanor was unsettling. Trusting her gut, she refused to open the door and told him to leave. But he didn't leave. Instead, he became more aggressive, shouting and demanding to be let in. Then, the terrifying sound of splintering wood echoed through the house as he began to kick the door in. Panic set in, but it was quickly replaced by a primal instinct to protect herself and her home. The door frame was cracking. The lock was groaning under the strain. He was getting in. In that split second, she made a decision. She wasn't going to be a victim. She braced herself against the door, using her entire body weight to hold it shut. The force of his kicks was immense, rattling the entire frame. The door buckled, creating a small opening. An arm snaked through the gap, fumbling for the lock, trying to force its way in. This was her moment. With one hand pushing with all her might against the door, she used her other hand to fight back. She grabbed the first thing she could find, a heavy decorative object from a nearby table. She swung it blindly but fiercely at the arm, again and again. She screamed, not just in fear, but in defiance, hoping to alert her neighbors, hoping to scare him off. The man was clearly surprised by her resistance. He probably expected an easy target, a scared woman who would freeze. He didn't expect a fighter. Her blows were connecting, causing him to grunt in pain. He tried to pull his arm back, but she was relentless. It was a desperate tug of war, with her life literally on the line. She was holding the door shut with her left hand and shoulder, while her right hand became a weapon, a frantic extension of her will to survive. The adrenaline was pumping so hard she barely felt the splinters digging into her skin or the strain in her muscles. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he seemed to have had enough. He let out a final curse and wrenched his arm free. She was safe, bruised, terrified, but safe. Her neighbors, alerted by the commotion, had already called the police, who arrived within minutes. They found a scene of chaos's splintered door, a shaken but incredibly brave woman, and a story of pure courage. This woman's story is a powerful reminder that our instincts are there for a reason. She listened to that initial feeling of unease and it saved her life. It also shows the incredible strength we can find within ourselves when faced with the unimaginable. She held the door with one hand and fought with the other, proving that courage isn't the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. Her bravery is an inspiration.